We'll call the Tuesday, May 9th Planning Commission meeting to order. All rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Changes to the agenda?
Sorry, I was going to request if it please the commission, we could move the discussion and potential action on the reorganization to the beginning of the meeting, if you wanted to, because we still have a vacancy, obviously, in the vice chair position from the previous meeting, because Commissioner Jacobs is no longer with us.
What's the consensus?
I nominate Stop and Bring.
Or we have to
This is just for changes to the agenda.
changes to the agenda.
Oh, yeah, change it. I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Go ahead. Okay. Open for nominations?
I would nominate Stop and Bring.
Does it have a second?
I would nominate for chair.
For
our
chair.
current Chair Joshua.
So it has,
Out of order, because you made the motion and nobody seconded it, so I went ahead and made another motion.
okay, so that motion didn't get a second. You motioned for, I didn't hear.
For you.
Oh, okay,
I'll second.
for,
You.
okay. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Now, vice chair?
That's who I thought we were nominating for. I'm sorry. I
Okay.
apologize.
No.
I nominate Stop and Bring for vice chair for the planning commission.
Okay, so Mr. Stompenbrink, Commissioner Stompenbrink for vice chair, does it have a second?
I'll second it.
Commissioner Helmer made the second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries, so that, we're good there.
All right.
Okay. Move around, do we want to move around right now? Or do that next time?
Next time.
Next time? Okay. Moving right along.
I got my seatbelt on.
Seats already worn.
Yeah.
Moving right along to roll call, please.
Chairman Saylor,
Here.
Commissioner Helmar,
Here?
Commissioner Pruitt,
Here.
Commissioner Stoppenbrink,
Here.
Commissioner Hill.
Here.
Public comments under Government Code 54954.3. Members of the audience may address the commission on any item of interest to the public or on any agenda item before or during the commission's consideration of the item. State law prohibits the planning commission from acting on non-agenda items. Seeing no one in the public, we'll move right along. There's one item for the information and consent calendar. Planning Commission review and approval of a 2.5-year extension of planning application number CUP 21-04. If there's no need for any discussion on this, the chair will entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
I'll second.
Commissioner, Vice Chair Stoppenbrink made the motion to approve. Commissioner Helmer made the second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Moving right along to public hearings, there's one. Adoption of resolution number 023P-005, recommending the City Council consideration and approval of ordinance number 860, amending the planning and zoning code related to smoke shops.
Thank you, Commissioners, Chairman, Vice Chair. I'm going to be brief since we have had several discussions about this item. This is kind of more of the formality of the rezone process. So tonight, staff is recommending that the commission approve resolution 023P-005, which ultimately recommends to the City Council their adoption of an ordinance amending the zoning code regarding smoke shops. And as we've discussed, it's related to establishing a strict definition for smoke shops and including the additional development regulations for separation from specific uses or sensitive uses. So with that, the information is detailed in the report. Environmental review has been completed, will be submitted upon adoption by the City Council. And again, public notification had been sent out both for the commission meeting and for the council meeting that will occur on Thursday night for the introduction and the first reading of the ordinance. So with that, hopefully that was brief enough. If you had any questions, I'd be more happy to entertain them. It is a public hearing, so if you'd like to open that up and
Public hearing is now open. Anyone have any questions?
So Sean, we didn't make any changes to what we previously looked at our other.
No, the ordinance literally removed the watermark draft and made it an official ordinance to move forward to the city council. So we're still, based on the discussions prior, I think the last meeting, there was no changes recommended at the last meeting.
And the council have a first reading tomorrow and then
Thursday. On Thursday, they'll have the,
sorry,
yeah,
Thursday and then, or take action on Thursday.
yep. And then June 1st would be the waiving of the second reading and the adoption, yeah.
Okay.
Did you get any public comment?
Nope.
I have nothing.
Okay. The public hearing. Excuse me. Public hearing is now closed. We'll move right along. Chair will entertain action, a motion.
I motion to approve.
Commissioner Helmer made the motion to approve. Does it have second?
I'll second.
Commissioner Pruitt made the second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Helmer,
Aye.
Commissioner Pruitt,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Vice Chairman Stoppenbrink,
Aye.
Chairman Saylor.
I vote aye as well. Motion carries. Moving right along. Staff reports or announcements.
Just an update, we will have a meeting at the next, we will have a meeting at the next scheduled date. I guess that's how you'd say it. So we have a discussion regarding the housing element. I just want to confirm everyone received the documentation for the housing element. It's a pretty big document, so I tried to get out as soon as possible. It'll be going out for official public review, I think tomorrow. We wanted to get it to you guys ahead of time. These are not adoption hearings. These are basically draft review hearings. So what'll happen is it'll go to the commission for discussion, and it'll also go to the city council, and then basically it gets submitted to HCD for formal review. They have I think they have 60 or 90 days to review it. This is a very long process, but they have to be adopted by the end of the year. So we'll be moving through the hearing process probably late summer, in the fall, for that document. But there's good news in that document. I don't know, it's a lot to go through, but we fortunately don't have to go through a lot of what some other agencies have to go through, which is a big rezoning exercise to make sure that we have available sites zoned appropriately for these types of housing. And so we're still in good shape where we have definitely a surplus of zoned land available for future, to accommodate our future RENA numbers. So with that, it's relatively straightforward. It's just really kind of looking at the policies, and it's structured the same way as it was in the previous cycle. For those who were involved in the previous cycle, it's multi-jurisdictional. So there'll be the regional document, and then as soon as, I should have the actual Kalinga appendice hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, and then I'll get that over to you guys as well.
So when's our next scheduled meeting then?
So it'll be the
Sean?
23rd. Yeah.
May 23rd?
Yes.
Thank you.
And I'll have that item on the agenda, and then we also have a discussion related to the use permit for the Tractor Supply.
Commissioner announcements? Chairman announcements, I don't have any.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yes.
commented to our assistant city manager that our Kalinga Monument disappeared off of 33 and Phelps. I used to enjoy driving by there, looking at that burned-up Suburban, and my landmark is now gone. That's all I have to say about that.
Well, I think they took that down to Bronson.
And with that, meeting adjourned.